to go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Murray incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. Throwing on first down. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
From the gun, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
That's another Falcons first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Fields. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target, Fuller. That's good for 28 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem...
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check. Watch out. Check.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to fire one deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Looking to throw. Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
On third down, Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's not going to get me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught by Watkins. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike, 53. Mike.
From the gun, Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Go.
First down, Murray. They still can't, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You got 3 down.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Fields escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he works 3. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Yeah, that's caught at the 25.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, it's Chandler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser Wright. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on 1st from Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's get. Get your swerve on. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding